Hey everyone, I'm here today to take a look at the Mattel Jurassic World Dino Escape Mega Destroyers Pentaceratops. This is quite a large scale dinosaur. It's the same kind of size scale as the Stegosaurus, so it's bigger than the usual Roarivore sized ceratopsians we get. But just to look at the packaging here, it's the really nice artwork of the island and broken fences and that in the background. Blue there and Dino Escape. And on the back it just shows the action feature for the dinosaur. For articulation, the head will go from side to side like that. You've got the legs that go forward and backwards at the front, and then the back legs, as well as going forward and backwards, will also pivot outwards. There's a swivel in the ankle as well there. I'm not sure why, because it's a four-legged dinosaur, so there's no stability issues. You don't really need to use that, and it just breaks up the sculpt, but they will swivel to the side if you want. And then the tail also swivels around like that. And if you want, you can get the body to bend around to pose. You can just about kind of get it to hold if you want it to be kind of bending around to the side a little bit, even though there's a spring in there that makes it want to spring back where it's attached to the action feature. And like I say, with the head, other than swiveling from side to side like that, if you want to get it to stay upright, you're going to have to jam something in the button there like that. And it comes with this capture gear that goes around the head. You'd have thought it would have covered the horns up to make it safer, but it goes around the head to stop its head from moving, and it's got kind of cushions sculpted in around where the armour attaches to the dinosaur so it won't injure it, and it just kind of hinders the dinosaur's movement. Quite a nice sculpt to it, and this always reminds me of the Lost World Jurassic Park with the Dino Escape gear. And with the action feature, if you press the front button that makes the head go up and down, he will smash his way out of it. There we go. And the button on the back will make the dinosaur kind of jut to the side, to the right. It won't go left, it only goes to the right like that. But it kind of wiggles to the side, which doesn't always work that well, and mine's a bit squeaky as well. Just a bit of a closer look at that capture gear. Now I find that the action feature actually really kind of hinders the toy, because the head is constantly flopping down. You can't get it to just face forward like that. It constantly looks like it's grazing, and I wish it would stay upright a bit more like that. And then it could, you know, if it was always like that and then it went upwards a bit more to attack, but if it would just stay there rather than flopping all the way down. And the only way to get that to stay up is to jam something in the button, which then means that the button's pressed down a bit and you've got a bit of a hole in the back of the dinosaur. I'd have also preferred it if they just had a bit of articulation in the waist rather than that being attached to a spring. It'd be nice if it would bend left and right so you could get some nice poses, but as it is, it only goes to the right and then it's kind of attached to a spring. So to get the head to face forward, I've had to jam a stick in the back there, which means that the button's constantly pressed down and there's this big kind of gap in the back of the dinosaur, but that's the only way I can find to get the head to stay up facing forward like that. I also really don't like that the head is made of a soft rubbery plastic. I mean, that's really rubbery. Same with the horns there. It's very, very soft rubbery plastic, and some people might like this because it harkens back to the real feel rubber skin dinosaurs of the Kenner Jurassic Park era, but personally I prefer them being hard plastic. I think this just makes it feel kind of cheap. So I'm really not keen on that, and I hope they don't continue that going forward. Here's a nice sculpt, and it's got quite a nice paint job. There's some nice kind of dark highlighting around the eyes and the frill, and then along the back, kind of striped along the back there. There's the app code. Now for a size comparison, you can see that the Pentaceratops is bigger than all the other ceratopsians we've had that have all been that Roarivore's kind of size scale. This is more the size of the Stegosaurus, which is nice to have a larger one finally. And I think a lot of people would like to have a Triceratops that's as big as this to scale up a bit better with the T-Rex, so you can have the Triceratops and the T-Rex kind of facing off. I've also put the Chasmosaurus from the Kenner Lost World toy line in there, which is a really nicely detailed dinosaur, and it scales up well with these other ones too. And there, just with the Triceratops, you can really see the size difference. And here's how it scales up with the T-Rex. So I think a Triceratops like this would look pretty good. And it wouldn't hurt to have a larger Triceratops. The other ones could be younger Triceratops. It's not going to, you know, feel particularly out of scale or anything to have some that are a bit bigger than the others. So thanks for joining me for this look at the Pentaceratops. It's a really nice looking dinosaur, but the rubbery soft head and the head flopping down so much because the action feature really disappointed me. It's a shame because I'd really been looking forward to getting this because there hasn't really been much Jurassic Park, Jurassic World stuff released in the UK over the last couple of months. We seem to have completely missed all the Camp Cretaceous human characters, which is a shame, so I really wanted to get those. But they're not really available in the UK, so to get them I'm going to have to pay kind of 3-4 times the price for them from America or somewhere, which is going to get really expensive for all 6 of them. But I really would like to get those 2 packs of the kids with the dinosaurs, especially Ben. I am actually now on my way home to watch season 4 of Camp Cretaceous, so thanks for watching and I'll catch you again soon.